I'm Carl Ståhl from Ingate, and I'm going to show you our WebRTC and SIP Pbx Companion, as we call the product. It's a combination of our SBC, which normally used for SIP trunking, and we've added a WebRTC gateway, which is a little more than a WebRTC gateway. It implements, we also have the turn server inside, and we have the web servers that you actually need, that you can use or not use. And it sits, this product sits between the WAN and the LAN typically in an enterprise. It doesn't mean that we also do get a lot of attention from the service provider space, but it was originally designed to bring WebRTC into the enterprise. But why do you need all of this? WebRTC really is lovely, but it's actually, if you use it in the enterprise, it totally bypasses the unified communication system or the PBX or the call center you have. It goes into browsers. So this product brings it into your unified communication system and gives you all the features that you used to see in WebRTC, which can be various. And the typical click-to-call applications that you put on your website, you can pass a link to someone and ask them to call you, to click a link, and it goes into your SIP infrastructure. And today we're also going to demo how you can build your own client for your WebRTC-enabled enterprise UC system. Quite an advanced one, which is very easy to implement because we have most of the client code in our product already. So it's very thin clients you built on your websites. So we have we have a demo application that is running actually live, which I will join up to. It's you can go in there and you can register yourself with a SIP address, and you can test all these features yourself. And it's just an example application. And if I go, sorry, I wasn't going to do that. I'll bring up the application on top of this, the real one. How do you do this? There it is. I didn't recognize it was so close. So this is live. Unfortunately, the wired internet didn't work here, so we are on public Wi-Fi here in the hall. I don't know why. But I was going to show you a couple of applications. If you just imagine, sorry, this was not my intention. I'll go into that one again, which is our public size over WebRTC, over Wi-Fi. And if you imagine this just being a website, and don't mind that it's a client also. So the typical click-to-call applications that you put on your website can be illustrated by this. You have a button, you log in, and you call support or something else, and pops a window for whoever is a clicker, and you just allow it, and it will ring someone that now goes over the Wi-Fi, and that person's on the other end of the support line just today happens to be me. So we get me up there, and I better mute the telephone. Sorry, the voice here. And I get a call into the support department talk to them. Another application that is illustrated by this is what came from a PBX vendor that sends out invitations via WebEx quite frequently. And they requested that it was very difficult, even though there were PBX vendors, for people to actually get a phone and call into their bridge. So they thought WebRTC was a good application just to send a link, get them into the conference bridge. And we illustrate that with this little link, and which brings a small client with a keypad. And sorry, I should have put in the audio before that. I will do it once more. The audio cable. And so it should
to Ingate
a link to bring you into
to join the conference. Welcome to
Hey, you are 9 hours late. It was Swedish time. Press 1 for the summary, press 2 for some music, or star to disconnect.
And this is actually a link that goes into a real conference server. And I am in conference now, and if I press something here for a summary.
Meeting summary. WebEx was not working. Next time we use WebRTC screen sharing instead.
So then you can both have the WebEx communication and the talk in your browser. You don't need to find a telephone anymore. And if we really look at this as an example client, we've implemented here the mesh type of video communication directly in our product. It's very easy to build it into a client that you like to have for your UC environment, a PBX client. And it's a client that works everywhere. Especially it's very good remotely. We are remote now. All of us are remote. We're not on a LAN home in Sweden. So we can see if we get this going over Wi-Fi. And first of all, I want to set up a 5-party call here. Ad hoc, not going into a conference room. We could do that also. And if I do I want to take the one that's a bigger client that I will actually call myself. Who is clicking for me here? That's too automatic. I'll do this one. And I'm actually calling myself now, just to get one party. And in addition to that, I will call my friend Michael here. I need to turn off these things. Sorry. I turn off the microphones. And that one is turned off also. I call my friend Michael. And it will probably ring here. And I get a separate call to him now. And if I want to join him into the conference, yeah, just do that. And I have 2 of them, and in different profile. And he's actually calling back and setting it up so he joins the conference also. But don't mind that. I will also join in some PSTN functionality here. We have a service in Sweden which tells the time. I put her directly into conference. And when she starts talking, I will also try to join this guy over LTE. So these are over Wi-Fi.
2, 6.
This goes over onto the PSTN. And I'll call this friend I have on the Nexus here. If I see if I can get some.
År 2014, 2, 6 och 20.
Hey, I was clicking.
Två, 6 30.
Hi. I blame it on the Wi-Fi, too full. So I'm running out of time here. Next time I ask for a real internet connection.
Och 50.
So anyway, I succeeded with 3 people, and whoever speaks the loudest in reality, I can't show that here, becomes big. And today it's me, and I had hoped to see you all on this device also, but I didn't do that this time. Thank you very much.